Hello, in this video I'm going to show you some updates we've made, including some quality of life stuff to search and discoverability, and a couple of technical things we've also done to the transport. So yeah, let's get into it. So here I am in the web app, and I'm in an album which we've just created for the featured collection called In Love. So if there's any kind of Valentines music you need, this is where to find it. And on first look, I hope you can tell the difference already, that we've kind of changed the layout slightly of these music cards. So where previously the name and the composer details took up the entire card and it was only on hover that you would see the metadata, we've now added that by default. It's only that kind of additional key and tempo information is shown on hover, but this way you can just much more quickly get a feel for the information associated with a track so that you can get a quicker idea of whether or not this might even be something you might like before you even hit play. We're going to be adding more metadata as well to make this a richer experience, because the other thing now, which is great, is you can click each of these tags and that will then link through and just basically filter the results as well. So if I click on this relax tab, this relax tag, then basically all of this music now is music that's also been tagged with relaxed. You can see that's been put up here now as a search term. So to get rid of that, we obviously just have to click that again. We can then go back a step as well, back to featured if we want, and then find some different stuff. The other thing we can do is, say you find a piece of music you like, and you want to find some more music that is similar, then a great way to do that is now with this feature. So you hit play because you're not going to know whether you like it until you actually hear it. And then on play, you'll see this new CTA here, which is show similar. So if I click that, what's going to happen is that's now taken us through to another place in the library where there's music that's very, very similar to this stuff. And it just populates immediately. And then we can just kind of play a chain link game here where you click on another one you like, and then let's show similar for that, and that's done the same as again. So hopefully that will be useful. And the other thing I mentioned was this technical thing about what the playhead will do. So if I'm just going to load one of these tracks. Okay, so now previously you could place the playhead by clicking like this, but you couldn't then move it. So now, as you can see here, I'm moving the playhead, and as I move it, it's then obviously also just scrubbing that video, right? Then the other thing about this is that we can now also nudge. So if by the way, you need to just your cursor needs to be over the timeline, because that kind of activates this behavior, because otherwise it conflicts with sort of generic shortcuts that your system is set up for browsers and stuff. So if I use the right arrow key, then I'm able to basically scrub the video now frame by frame. That's one frame at a time, right and left, of course. And if I use shift right and left arrow, then I'm basically now scrubbing by 10 frames a time, every click. And then the only other thing to say is, going back to the browse section, I forgot to mention that, yes, you can also now click on the composers as well, which then gives you a bit more information about the composer, but also will show you the music by that composer. So it's kind of another way of going, search for similar stuff, right? So if you know you like stuff by Joseph Heath, you can either specifically look for tracks that are similar to General by show similar tracks, which does this, which then brings up music by other composers as well. But if you specifically want to search for music by Joseph, well, you just click on that, and then it'll come up with basically all of his music down here, and just a little bit of information about him there. And we're just going to be adding more, such as images and things as well. Excellent. Right. I hope that's useful, and happy editing.